Let me put my hat on. Um, all right, the X-Men's coming to you live early morning on YouTube at Thanksgiving Day. A little bit different this year, like I said. I don't have a mother. I've been really going through it, but obviously it's the first holidays of many that I'm gonna have to deal with that. But that's not what I got on here today. Um, so basically, I'm doing an NFL preview. Just a few games today. So we'll start. There's not many games today. I got a couple games. Actually, some of them have some kind of bigger playoff implications because two of them are certainly the playoff teams, and the other game is basically there's only one AFC team playing today, which is kind of strange. Um, but like let's look at it and see where we're at. We'll start with the Bears and the Lions. Now, obviously, at 10-1, the Lions look really good, and they haven't even faltered at all. The line's 10 for the Detroit Lions. This is the easiest to take the Bears plus 10 you probably could take because I really believe that the Bears are going to hang in there. Wouldn't even be surprised if they won. As crazy as it sounds. Um, I mean, DJ Moore is probably going to have a big game today. I really think that DJ Moore might come out and have a really good game today. I think Jamar Gibbs probably gets up there, gets a touchdown or two. And the Lions are 10-1. They do need to win because they got to stay ahead of the Eagles in the playoff race. The Eagles are the only team that can take the home field throughout right now. So, you know, we'll see. I mean, Caleb Williams isn't played bad. Really hasn't. As much as I don't like him. Moving on to the other game would be the Giants and the Cowboys. Now, this is a tricky game because you know what? I don't know what team is really going to come out today. Now, I think Tyrone Tracy's going to get one. I do. I honestly kind of hope that Tommy DeVito doesn't play and they put in I forget his name already. I mean, I don't think putting in Tommy DeVito even makes any sense at this point for the New York Giants. They're just a complete sloth pit of a franchise right now. So unfortunately, I'm embarrassed for them because they really haven't proven much. I mean, you have got like Malik Neighbors, who's a pretty good player, and you don't know how to use him because you don't have a quarterback. Then you get rid of your quarterback and Daniel Jones, you buy him out, which you probably should have just kept him the rest of the year. I don't know what the point was for doing that. The Giants are the worst team in the NFL right now. They proved it when they lost to the Panthers, and it's sad. But still, even with that, um, I'm thinking. I mean, obviously, everybody's going to take the Cowboys. If they put Drew Lock in there, I think the New York Giants might have a chance. But even that, I mean, it looks like the Giants, DeBoll, they quit on DeBoll. They quit on DeBoll. Now, I don't know if it's because DeBoll's just not a good coach or it's just that they quit on him because of his lack of whatever. The Dallas Cowboys at 4-7, they pretty much are done. But for some reason, their arrogant fans will say they're still going to have a chance, and I know that's not true. Um, so I mean, I'm honestly, I might lean towards the Giants with the plus tonight. Because I'm really thinking that could possibly be where it goes. Let me see something here. I'm kind of lead. I'm kind of leading towards the I'm still kind of leaning towards the Giants of possibly pulling this off today and getting the victory in Dallas. Possibly. I think it could happen. I think it definitely could happen. CD Lamb. I mean, CD Lamb. I think he's going to get a touchdown today. I think that's really going to be something that happens. The Giants. I think they can stay with them. Maybe. I really think they should put Drew Lock in there. The New York Giants. I think if they put the Drew Lock in there, I think they have a chance to. If they have a chance, I would. I would just. I just want to see the Giants beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I just their fans are raunchy, they're arrogant, and it would be morale best. Then the rest of the way, it doesn't really matter what they do. But we'll see what happens. See what the Giants do. The late game is going to be a pretty. Honestly, this is a very very tricky game. The late one is going to be the Miami Dolphins at the Green Bay Packers. The Miami Dolphins at 5-6 are hanging around in the balance. I mean, obviously they're not catching the Buffalo Bills. I don't know really as far as wild card how it stands. I'd have to look that up. But the Dolphins have a chance to kind of get to 6-6. It's going to be a really hard challenge today, though. I'm not going to lie to you. Josh Jacobs is probably going to be getting some touchdowns today. I really believe that the Green Bay Packers, at 8-3, the Green Bay Packers are another team that's a threat to the Eagles. And I think the Lions are. As much as the Eagle fans don't think that. But either way, today Tyreek Hill, to a tag a ball with 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season. He hasn't played at all though. I'd honestly, what's the line on this game? The line on this game would be what -3.5. Hmm. I'd actually might take the Dolphins +3.5. I do think that Josh Jacobs is going to have at least 1 or 2 touchdowns again today. I think that the Miami Dolphins defensively are not that great. Green Bay Packers need to get, or probably need this win to stay in the home field advantage throughout situation, and they still have a chance. They've had the most adversity really of any team, and right there at 8-3. I mean, they're lurking, man. I mean, it could be definitely something that's really a big thing right now. Jordan Love, it's really up to Josh Jacobs. How much Josh Jacobs gets done for the Packers. If he has a big game, I think that they're going to win easily. But who knows? The Miami Dolphins might come out there and surprise me. But that's what we're really looking at for these 3 games. Really, 2 of these 3 games have a lot of playoff meaning. The Giants and Dallas have no playoff meaning, but the other 2 have a little bit of playoff meaning too, with Green Bay and Detroit. Hey, here's the thing. Aaron Rodgers is on the Jets, and he's probably sitting back thinking, man, what is Jordan Love doing down there in Green Bay? He's making the Packers a good team while his team is, what, 3-7? Told people about Rodgers being overrated. I warned people about Aaron Rodgers being overrated. So we'll leave it at that. So anyway, that's my take on it. I think it's going to end up being, you could probably take the Dolphins with the points. I probably might take the Giants with the points later, and I already took the Bears with the points over the Detroit line with the Lions. I still think the Bears are going to compete very hard today. That's my take on it. We'll see what happens as of tonight. After tonight's done, later on tonight, I'll have you know, I'll have a breakdown. Actually, to be honest with you, there's some college basketball here too that might be interesting. West Virginia, Louisville at 12 o'clock. That might actually be something I might put some money on. I don't know, depending on what the line is on that. I'd probably take Louisville maybe in a short margin. Minnesota, Wichita State playing Indiana Gonzaga 2:30. The Zags versus Indiana. Wouldn't be surprised if Indiana beat Gonzaga. Purdue, NC State at 3 o'clock. We'll say Arkansas, Illinois, Oklahoma, Arizona. There's actually a lot of good college basketball games coming up today too. I might have to look at that on top of the football games. So anyway, that's my takedown for right now. Hope everybody's having a good turkey thing, and I'll probably be on later tonight to do my finale and my review of what I thought I saw today. But I really think the Lions really are going to have a tough one today. I think Green Bay has something to prove to kind of sneak their way in there to be right next to the Eagles, being as though the Packers have a hard schedule and the Eagles have had an easy schedule. It's hard to say. Even though they beat them, I don't know. We'll see what we got. Anyway, I'm going to get off for now. X-Men out.